Hi, I'm Chad Gripp, and this is Notes from the Field. I am the owner of Gripp Custom Farming Corp. And Sweetwater Technologies. Notes from the Field is just simply my experience over the last 40 some years of operating combines, planters, tractors, custom spray rigs over hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres. And over those hundreds and hundreds of thousands of acres, I've had a lot of successes and I've had a lot of failures. You tend to learn from your failures the most. It either costs the farmer money or it costs my business money, and you tend to lose faith with the farmer. When you succeed, everything goes good, and you tend to forget about that. But truly the mistakes are of what I've learned from, and that's why I started Notes from the Field. You know, I'm not reading this stuff out of a book. I've actually experienced it. And I guess right now we have corn. Right now we're about chest high. We're at that V9 roughly. So fungicide season is upon us. Post spraying of soybeans is still happening. Post corn, it's done. One of the biggest questions I get right now on the custom side of things, custom application side of things, whether it's farmers coming in to pick up loads to apply to their fields or whether it's us custom applying, is, my gosh, we've got 95 to 100 degree heat indices this afternoon. Can I spray? Is it going to work? The plant shut down. That's not true. It's not true at all. What we have here on a plant is we have millions and millions of stomata, little openings in the plant. During the day, they are respiring and they are photosynthesizing. And really, when you get really hot in the afternoon, unless you're in stressed out environments can change things a little bit, but I'm talking about typical, normal growing conditions in high yield environments. This plant is rocking and rolling at 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're applying fungicides, it's okay. The plant is going to soak that product up. If you're applying foliar fertilizers, it's okay. The stomates, the stomata, they're open. They're actively photosynthesizing and they're respiring. They're taking oxygen in, breathing carbon dioxide out. It's okay to apply products in the middle of the day. But again, if it's a stressful environment, I think that's something we can talk about. The other thing is, and this is especially on our drone side, on the Sweetwater side, lots of questions coming in. Can I spray at night? Well, from a legal standpoint, that is a little bit of a gray area, but from a success standpoint, no, you can't. What happens at night is the stomata close, okay? They are not photosynthesizing anymore. There is still respiration. I mean, they are taking in a little bit of oxygen, they are giving out a little bit of a carbon dioxide, but for the most part, the plant is at rest. And you're not gonna soak up that fungicide. You're not gonna soak up that foliar fertilizer. But you have another thing going at night. You have dew. The dew is continuously building up on the leaf and rolling off. So whatever you spray on there is basically going down the plant. I'm not saying, all of it's gone, but the majority of it is. You don't want to rinse off what you sprayed on the plant. So again, it's not okay to spray in the dark, but it is okay to spray when it's hot and sunny. It will work. Another thing is we're getting lots of calls right now. I think there's a lot of agronomists, there's a lot of smart people out there that have done their studies, and they said the best time to spray fungicides and micronutrients is early in the morning. I couldn't agree more. I absolutely positively couldn't agree more. There is a sweet spot in the early part of the morning. I think this morning I was outside, it was 6:30, there was hardly any wind, there was a little dew on the plant, sun was coming out, hitting me in the face. That was the time to apply whatever you wanted to these crops for the best results, because that plant's coming to life. It rested all night, it's coming to life, it's soaking up whatever you're applying to it. The problem is with that is every day is different. You know, while this morning it might have been 6:30 to 7:30 was the perfect time, maybe tomorrow it's going to be cloudy and the wind's blowing 25 mile an hour, and there really isn't a perfect time in the morning. So while I appreciate all the studies that have been done, and I think people are spot on saying on that perfect day, there's that hour window where it's absolute perfect timing, it's really not feasible. Don't take your farming operation, don't take your custom app business and say we only can spray in the morning. It's going to fail miserably. We have 90-some million acres of corn to spray this year. We can't do it on 1 or 2 perfect days out of the year with only an hour or so window to get those products applied. You know, if you have that certain 80 acres or 100 acres and you want to fit that in, I think that's great. Don't rely on that. Don't count on that. You will fail miserably if we try to fit all our acres in to a 1 hour time window. But again, that's really my notes from the field today. Do not spray at night. It's okay to spray during the day. And while that perfect time in the morning will yield the best results, that's very limited. Your production will be cut down, and I think along with that, your success will go out the window. Thank you. We'll see you next week.